you look around, people don't know, they don't know who their neighbors are. They have nothing to do with them. Like when they get home from work, they go inside, they shut the door. And that's that. And I understand, you know, you're tired after all of that, but it's hard. It's hard to do things for neighbors or get to know anybody because you're so wrapped up in your own life. You just got to be willing to listen. And that's the thing, you know, there's so much noise in the world today. You have a hard time hearing them because you're not paying attention to the right things. Morning.
What's going on, Erik?
How are you?
I'm good, my man. I just come to drop my car off. I'll give you a call a little later.
All right, man. Hey, thanks. Your keys in it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I forget what I'm doing to that one. Oh, I started back when I was a kid. My dad bought me an old truck. It's outside, old 60s model Ford. When I was 12 or 13 years old, we used it to get hay and stuff out of the pasture. But he taught me how to work on cars back then, and that was the first thing we ever did together. And ever since then, I've loved it, you know, fixing cars and stuff. But I still have my old truck. Get in there. I started taking automotive repair classes. That's where it took off. I got to co-op out of high school from 11th grade, 12th grade. Worked at a dealership and all that stuff. And then I settled down at Honda for a good long while. But it felt like you were taking advantage of people. It didn't feel right. So after a while, you know, after probably about 20 years, I finally decided I was going to make a change. And we went into the military. I went into the military for 7 years. And well, that was a change. So a lot less money and a lot more selfless service. And they teach you values that I didn't have before, you know. Honestly, I wasn't living a very good life, man. I was doing things that I wasn't very proud of. I was doing things that were making my family not very proud of me. That's the honest truth, is probably just running from reality, trying to get away from something that I created, falling victim to myself there, honestly. I went into the Army, and they made me a combat engineer. So I went through basic and AIT in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And then I came down on orders to go to 2nd ID, or 2nd Infantry Division. Then with them, I deployed to Iraq. I had gotten hit by IEDs in Iraq, and I have traumatic brain injuries, and I had seven concussions. And they have a level to them. I can't remember what they are because I really don't think about that stuff a whole lot. But it put me out of the Army after 7 years of serving. I was planning on doing 20, but I didn't quite make it, so. Anyway, I got to come back. I went to the Wounded Warrior, and they put me out of the Army and the VA. Army and VA pay me to stay at home and work, so that helps out a lot. I got, you know, benefits through the military for me and my family, and a little pay or whatever. But we do this because I feel like this is the best way I can help now that I'm not a soldier too, you know. The soldiering was awesome. It was amazing. And I took what they taught me and what I was learning along the way, and I put it to use. And that's what we do here, is just, we try to help people the best we can. You know, we charge a little something here and there. We don't make a killing, but that's okay. Because the more, I think the more we use, like God's gift to me, I think was the ability to do this. And I think the more we use that gift to help somebody, the more it makes God happy, and the more gifts He spreads around. So that, I mean, that's my thing. I just like what I do, and I don't always know what I'm doing, which that's fun too, right? you know, those are the ones that makes you feel good, you know. Fixing a car, having to charge somebody money, that one don't make you feel good, but you get the opportunity to help somebody. Those are the ones that makes you feel good, makes you want to come back out here and do it again. You can't do that with every single one, you know. You have to make a little bit of money here and there, but it's when you're giving back that's when I think God's smiling the biggest, because I feel like if we wasn't giving back to the community, that we would not be here. There's no way people wouldn't come here. I feel like people feel like we're helping them out. All the neighbors come, you know. I think I've put a clutch in every one of his trucks over there. And he's got about 6 of them, but he burns through clutches. I guess he rides the clutch, I don't know. You know, I know all my neighbors' names and I know all their kids, and I think that's important, you know. I treat them like I'd treat my own family, really. And they do the same for me. So I found, like, you treat people how you want to be treated, and it's just how it works. When their car breaks down and I can help them, I do, you know. If Joe needs help, I help him. Anytime they call, I help them. And then anytime they call, you know, anytime I call them, they're always available. So it's just like an extended family. That's what it is to me. A neighbor is no more than like an uncle or an aunt or something like that, really. People that are willing to change the world, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know that we can change the world. We can change ourselves, right? And a little bit at a time, people start to take notice. And as that happens, I think that will change the world. But I don't know that that's going to happen right away, you know?